Hi, hello, welcome back to Coco's Book Nook. It feels like I haven't talked to you guys in a while, even though we literally just did my planner shit. So, but book-wise, what have I done? You guys heard a little bit about it because this vlog will go up well after my weekly planning, which is literally going up right now. And you guys will see that well before this video. So, I wasn't exactly sure like what I wanted to do with anything in January. I had plans. I had some plans. I had everything planned out until I think March on my Notion. But I have been fighting the lovely monster, depression and anxiety and all that, and I've just been not really wanting to do anything of anything, but we're making our way through it. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Planning videos is really all I've been able to really do because it kind of lets my creative outlet out. But I have been reading, not much. That's a lie because it's literally the 4th and I've already finished 2 books. But you're gonna see like what I'm reading throughout the month-ish, whatever, however long it takes me. There's like 6 books and they're thick, so you'll see those when it happens. But my new obsession, Ruthless Creatures by J.T. Gessinger. She wrote Pen Pal and Blackthorn, and I loved both of them, so I got the audiobooks for these off of Libby. Why can I not talk? I got the audiobooks on Libby for these, and I've been literally devouring these. This Ruthless Creatures is book 1 in the Queens and Monsters series, and they are mafia. This one in particular is about the Russian mob. Not really about it, but Cage is in the Bratva. And I dug this story up. So we're following Natalie. I think her name's Natalie. And her fiance left her. Just up and disappeared 5 years before. All of a sudden, Cage shows up. And he's apparently supposed to kill her. Does he? No. Come to find out, spoilers, by the way, her ex-fiance, the one that disappeared, was a part of the Bratva. Yep. Yeah. And I love the banter in this. Book 2, which is Cardinal Urges, it's about Sloane. And she accidentally starts a war in between the Italian mafia and the Russian mafia and gets kidnapped by Declan. And the banter, like, I love when a very, very macho man, like, no, you're a little girl, you can't fight like that, gets showed up by said girl who dresses like Tinkerbell. And it's just hilarious because they're always caught off guard. They're like, you broke his nose. And she's like, okay. One of my favorite things is, and this isn't a direct quote, but he comes in and he's like, how is it that every time I send a man in here, he either comes out as your best friend or in love with you or thinks he works for you? And I was cackling. It was fucking hilarious because she did. Every time a guy would go and help Sloane, he would come out and be like, okay, you're my boss now. And it's still in book 3. It's fucking hilarious. And book 3, I'm in the middle of. It's called Savage Hearts. We're following Riley, which is Sloane's little sister. Well, Sloane and Natalie, because Sloane and Natalie are best friends, so. But Sloane flies Riley out and there's an assassin trying to kill Declan, and thinks that, no context at all, just sees this girl, and he automatically thinks, no idea who she is, just automatically thinks she's a hooker. That Declan is just using this girl for whatever pleasure he wants. Doesn't even look into who this person is. And it's Sloane's sister. They go out to dinner, and he shows up in the bathroom and gives her money and tells her, here's money, run away. You don't have to do that anymore. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, and then he shows up in her room later that night, and she's like, I'm not a slut. I'm not a whore. I'm not being paid to be here. And I'm like, he's going to be my brother-in-law. And he goes, oh, well. I'm like, yeah, you're dumb. I'm not loving Savage Hearts as much as I loved this one and book 2. It's okay. I like Riley. I do not like, Mikhail, I think is what his name is. I don't remember. But yeah. But we're going on to we're in book 3. We're going on to book 4, which is Brutal Vows. And I'm hoping Brutal Vows is just as good as this one. Also, can we give Spider a happy ending? Because I love Spider. Spider's amazing. Also, what other mafia are we going to be visiting? Because I'd like to know. But I will update you guys when I finish books. But I figured I should do, like, just a little something for you guys in the month of January, because I don't know what else I'm going to be doing other than updating my planners, because, yeah. So I wanted to do at least a weekly vlog with you guys. It's currently Sunday, and I will see you guys when I finish a book, but I gotta go get ready for work. So I'll see you guys later. Hello, we need to do a little update. I finished Savage Hearts last night, and I did end up really liking the ending to it a lot more than I did the first half. The last half I actually kind of enjoyed a little bit more. The first half was just weird. And apparently the girls have in common that they like to fall in love with their captors. Weird. But the last half was actually better than the first half. And there is a slight twist at the end. And I did start Brutal Vows last night. As much as I loved Spider in the first book, I really, really do not like him in the fourth book. The fourth book is about Spider. The third book, we kind of get a little twist on Spider, and I kind of wish he would just kind of fall off the earth in that spot, but here we are. So, yeah, so I'm not really enjoying book 4. I don't think I have much left in it. I don't know what I'm gonna pick up yet. I do have the Find Her and Find Me, Find Her, and Save Me, Save Her, whatever those 2 books are, on audio that I kind of want to jump into and just kind of work my way through my Libby holds. I do have Mile High and the second one, but I don't know if I want to jump into those now. I think I might do the Find Me, Find Her one, and the Save. I think it's Find Her and Save Me, I think is what they're called. I don't know. We'll get there. I did want to share my new obsession with you guys. They're goldfish pretzels. I love goldfish pretzels. But these ones are honey mustard, and they taste like the old rolled gold honey mustard pretzels. And my mom used to buy them all the time, and I
love them. I don't like anything mustard, but these are delicious and they're good and they taste just like those Royal Gold ones. So I've already devoured a bag. We have 4 more now. I'm not gonna talk about that, but yes, I'm not sure what I'm gonna dig into. Those 2 books are backwards, but I will see you guys when I finish Brutal Vows and let you know what I start after that, because I have no idea. But we work tonight, so you guys will find out when I find out. I'll see you guys later.
Hello. We are at the gym because we need to go eventually, and why not today? Because I need my thing didn't close properly, so it's leaking. It's fine. I grabbed a new pre-workout when we were in Billings September-ish, sometime around there. It's fucked up, but it's root beer flavored, like Dad's root beer flavored. So this is my first time actually trying it. That's actually not bad. I don't know if it's sweet because of the creatine, because I do put creatine in my workout, but it's not bad. It's definitely root beer flavored. Well, while I sit here and I drink this before I go in, we need to talk about what books I have finished, because I have not only finished 1 but 2 books last night, and one of them was Brutal Vows, which book 3 and book 4 were kind of meh to me. As I told you in the last clip, Spider is the one that we're following in book 4. I kind of wish we would have followed Karen, honestly. I like Karen more, but Spider just kind of fell off for me, and I didn't really like him after book 3, and this one just kind of made me really not like him even more. Or I guess about the same amount. Like, I had no feelings for Spider. Wraith, I don't know what her actual something. Her chapter titles just say Ray. So he's arranged, so in the Mafia they have arranged marriages, and Spider is arranged to marry her niece Lily, and she doesn't want to get married, period. Ray does not want her to get married to Spider. She wants absolute control over it. Apparently her first Mafia husband was not a good husband, and something happened. She has scars all over her bodies. There's one nightmare that she had where there's burning or something. I don't know what happened, but I mean, if you're a mob wife, I don't have much else. Did I like it? It wasn't bad. Book 4 is definitely my worst book out of all 4 of them. I loved book 1. I loved book 2. Book 3, I liked it more towards the end, but I liked it more than book 4. I would say probably 2, 1, 3, 4 is my likable scale on it. But overall, it really wasn't a bad series. I'm kind of hoping she does more in the future, honestly. I kind of was digging the Mafia gangster vibes in these, especially with the girls. The girls were not helpless, and that's what I like. I don't want, like, oh, I need this big old mob boss to come in and save me because I can't do anything. I think that's why I like Sloane's book 2 so much, is because the freaking girl had people wrapped around her fingers. She was kidnapped, for God's sakes, and she had all the freaking Irish mob people wrapped around her finger. I thought it was hilarious. I could not stop laughing throughout book 2. Book 1 had its funny points. The twist got me in book 1. But overall, I enjoyed the series a lot. I did end up starting The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. I've had this book on my shelf for a while now, a hot ass minute. I actually bought it because of City of Bones, because her and Cassie are friends and they have actually written books together. There's, I can't remember what the middle grade, it's the Magisterium series, something like that, but the first book wasn't too bad on that one. I didn't continue it because it's not that I didn't care, it was more of I kind of outgrew most middle grade at that point, and that one was just kind of a typical middle grade, but it wasn't bad. But I bought all of my, or no, it was either because of City of Bones that I bought it, or because I had just finished the Cruel Prince trilogy. Either way, it wasn't bad. It was a classic fae story. There's changelings, there's fae kings, fae princesses and princesses that are murdered and exiled and shit. It was a grand old time. It wasn't my favorite, but it was a typical fae story. And that's really all I have. I actually read it because of the prompt, read a book with creatures for Cassidy's Patreon Realmathon edition. Every January, we, for the past 3 years, we've been doing a Realmathon Patreon edition where I think last year was to choose our house, and I think the year before was something similar. I'm not sure what she's doing this year, but it's always fun to see. So I picked the Dragonborn, I think is what it's called. I don't have my papers in front of me, but we're gonna be dragons, and that's was the prompt. So the darkest part of the forest has fairies and elves and other creatures in it, so that's why we read it, and I own it, so it kills 2 birds with 1 stone perfectly. So perfect. Knock a book off my shelves. I might keep it. I don't know, it's a really pretty book. We'll decide that later. It's funny sitting out here, there's people walking in with coffee cups at the gym. Weird concept. I don't think I could drink coffee before I went and worked out, but kudos to them, right? But I don't know what I'm gonna read next. Also, Brutal Vows is one of my prompt books for the next decision 2. I don't remember. I think we're picking our alliance, maybe? I can't remember which one I picked. I'll have to update you guys. If you watched my reading planner weekly update that already went out, it's in there. But I will look later because I have to update all that later anyways, once I get home. But chaotic good? Chaotic neutral? It's chaotic something. I think it's chaotic good. And it was read a book with a morally gray character. It might be chaotic neutral. But yes, so two prompts are done. I'm kind of hoping she does decision 3, so it kind of influences what I pick up next. So it's Find Me and Save Her. If you were listening to my other clip, those are the books. I'm debating on starting those later. I don't know. I do have Bird Box that I need to read too, because I have that one for another 5 days. Nobody's waiting for these, so I can just renew them if I really want to. But I don't know. I might go through my suspend list and unsuspend a shit ton of stuff and figure out from there on. I have Mile High and The Right Move by Liz Tomford that I have on there. Bird Box, Find Me, Save Her. I have a couple other ones. I'm not sure what I'm in the mood for. I'm kind of just mood reading right now. Obviously books that break my heart, but it's fine. We'll get through it. Yeah. I really don't have much to update you guys on. Other than I finished 2 books last night. They weren't spectacular in any way. I am gonna read a book for another vlog that I'm doing. You guys can watch me get my heart ripped out in that vlog because it's coming. There's a reason why I didn't read the last 2 books yet. But look, we're gonna get there. And then I'm probably gonna rip my heart out again with Zodiac Academy later because it's just gonna be the year of me getting my heart ripped out by books, because I'm gonna read all those ones that I've been putting off and don't want to finish, like Zodiac. Book 8 and 9 specifically, because I've heard that they are very heart-wrenching, and the reason why I didn't continue book 8 and 9 last year was because I needed a break. I didn't want it to end, and I didn't also want to be heartbroken by yet another Zodiac book. But we'll get there eventually, and I'll make sure to vlog it for you guys. Who knows? I have 8 and 9 on audio, so we might be doing that in this vlog. I don't know. I guess we'll see where my mood takes me, I guess. But I am gonna go chug the rest of this so I can go in there and do a little workout. Today's probably gonna be treadmill just to get me back in. It's been a hot minute since I've been in there, honestly. It seems like I get sick and then I just stop going for months at a time. Probably shouldn't do that, but I do. And I need to get back into it because I feel like crap. There's just I don't feel stagnant, it's just I feel gross. If I don't go to the gym for a while, I've kind of made up over the last couple years going to the gym and actually feeling good. And if I don't go to the gym for a while, I just feel bleh. So we're gonna go in there and feel better and run some energy, we'll walk some energy off. I don't run. We don't run here. That's not a thing. Yeah, I will see you in my next vlog when I finish a book. I don't know what that's gonna be yet, but we'll find out together later. Bye, guys. Hello, it's been a few days. Just saying. I finished, where did I leave off with you guys? I think it was when I finished The Darkest Part of the Forest. So we've binged a few books by then. So we started Find Me, which is book 1 in the Witsec series, and did I start the next one? Audible. Where's my hoopla? right here. I don't remember if I started the next one or not. No, I'm still on Love Me. Okay, so we started Find Me by Ashley N. Rostek. So Find Me is about Shiloh, and she is being stalked by Mr. X, who was a teacher of hers, who had an obsession with her and just wanted her, period. And principal walked in on him trying to rape her in a classroom, and he disappeared. And then he shows up one night. Well, first of all, he's literally stalking her. He broke into the house, stole all of her panties and everything, sent them back to her. Like, she got them back in the mail and randomly and stuff like that. And then, what was it? Her father got a video, like a provocative video, and saying something about having sex with her and blah blah blah, and just like, I will ruin your daughter and stuff like that. Well, they didn't like any of that, but they wouldn't move, they wouldn't protect her and like leave. So they wait until, I guess they don't even wait. It's more of, so he breaks in when they're not home, and he waits for them to come back. She has a twin sister, Shayla, I think is what her name is, and he ends up killing mom, dad, and twin sister. Shiloh was able to get away, and she goes into witness protection, WITSEC. Her uncle, who is a shady motherfucker, his name is Jordan, and he protects her and everything. They move. She finally finds a place to settle down. She's 18, and she finds a place in Arizona. But Mr. X is still on the loose. He's still not caught. Jordan is still trying to find him and, like, pretty much ditches Shiloh to go and find him. Then we also have this other FBI agent. Is he FBI? Something. Who, his name's Ian, that knows them. He knows Jordan and Shiloh and blah, blah, blah. So she moves into this new home, and I mean, cameras, panic room, guns stashed in under the TV, under the coffee table, in the kitchen drawer, underneath the island, like everywhere. Right? Like, very protected home. And she meets the boys who literally live across the street, and there's 4 of them. There's a set of twins, Colt and Creed, and then we have Knox and Keelan. And this is a reverse harem, just so you're aware. I do like how it's done. We have the one brother who is very standoffish and very broody and everything, and I love Knox. Knox is my favorite. Also Creed. Creed is the bad boy twin. Colt is the good boy twin. Well, yes and no. He's not a good boy, but he is better of the two. And then Keelan is Keelan, and I don't really know how to describe him besides he's just an average guy who likes to work out and owns a workout place called Desert Storm. Desert something. I can't remember. But they live next door, and she meets them, and it is a reverse harem, and you can probably just guess what's going to happen. But for the sake of, if you would like to read this book, go ahead and pause here, because I'm going to do some spoilers, because we have not 1, but 3 books to talk about in this series. Because not only did I finish Find Me, I started and finished Save Me, and I'm almost done with Love Me. So, and then we have Free Me next. But
we get some things that happen in book 1. So we learn a little bit of what happened in the past. We get to meet the boys and a little bit of Jordan and what's happening in present day. There is some very graphic details. There is rape in this one. Is that this one or the second one? I think it's this one. There's this guy named Jacob who she meets at the gym, and he's not a good guy at all. He literally corners her and was like, oh, everybody wants me, and she's like, no, leave me alone. And he follows her outside to her car one day, and it starts fighting her, and is literally trying to rape her. Drugged her too. She was able to call Keelan, or one of the boys. She called one of the boys, and they found her and saved her. She was able to knock the fucking douchebag out. And one thing that I'm not liking is, so Mr. X was stalking her and trying to rape her and shit like that. So she goes through literal hell watching her family being killed in front of her and everything. And then this fucking guy, Jacob, shows up and tries to rape her as well and all of this shit. And she's stronger now. Like, she does MMA and a whole bunch of other shit. And now it's just like, really, dude? You already tried it once. Why do you keep coming back? Because he also cornered her in the grocery store, and it took Knox having to come over to get him to disappear. She can hold her own. I'm not saying that. But what the fuck is up with this guy? Like, go away, Jacob. Nobody likes you. Like, you should be locked up. Oh, but the only reason you're not is because Cassie, who is in school with Colt, Creed, and Shiloh, they're seniors, is bullying Shiloh and being a complete bitch, and I'm 90% sure she's jealous because she has the twins and Cassie doesn't. They've been stalking her, harassing her. They literally held her down and cut her panties and bra off of her. Yeah. Slashed her tires not once but twice, and she has camera footage and is pressing charges against all of them. And then Cassie's lovely father is a complete douchebag who, he shows up at Shiloh's house, literally hits her and everything, and literally assaults her. And wants her to drop charges against her daughter. Like, no, we're pressing charges against you now, dude. Like, what in the fuck are you doing? Oh. And he released Jacob. Yeah. So the only reason Jacob is running around free is because of this piece of shit sheriff. Oh yeah, he's a sheriff. The dad is a sheriff. And if that wasn't bad enough, he breaks in to Shiloh's house, finds every single gun she had stashed, tried to break into her panic room, and a whole bunch of other shit, and fucking corners her in her house. Also, he put duct tape on every fucking camera that he knows about in the house, so it wouldn't record him while he did it. Like, he is a piece of shit. And I wish the sheriff would just go away. But Jordan has lawyers and is trying to figure it all out legally. But I think he just needs to meet his end. Politely. Very, very corrupt sheriff, if you ask me. But also, the end of Find Me ends on her blacking out. The beginning of Save Me is them saving her. So the content of Save Me is
just them continuing life and such. And then this one ends with Jordan meeting the brothers, finding out, oh, you're dating all 4 of them. And she's like, so? Like, go fuck off, dude. You're not here. I'm 18. So they have dinner, and he freaks out because she's like, they know. They know what happened. And he's like, nope, we're leaving. You're compromised. And she literally pulls a gun on her uncle and was like, no. When I get back, you're going to be gone. Go fuck yourself. And then I think it's the next day or a couple days later, she meets him. Or he comes over to the house or something. They're having ice cream and stuff. And she noticed after like a bite or two, she realizes he's not eating his ice cream. She didn't even realize that the seal was broken on the ice cream. She goes, oh, if you don't mind, I'm going to eat yours too. And takes it into the living room, drops it, starts running for the door running towards her bedroom, locks it, and trying to get out the window, calling the brothers, literally screaming on the top of her lungs. And of course, they're right across the street. I mean, they're neighbors. Her uncle drugged her to kidnap her, to take her somewhere else. Oh, and then Ian walked in. Ian showed up and was like, well, she's 18, dude. Like, we can't really... He's like, wait, you drugged her? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Jordan? And, like, Jordan's a piece of shit. Like, I'm sorry, but Uncle Jordan, go away. Go away. You fucking drugged her. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, just because he felt that she was compromised with the boys. I'm like, those fucking boys would go to the ends of the earth for her. Like, no, she's not compromised. You are compromising her. You are out trying to find X while she's there. Like, you are putting her in danger by putting your face out there. Like, just saying. Like, what if he followed you? Oh, and then book 3. There's some shit happening in book 3. So, she keeps getting calls from this unknown number, and there's just silence. And then Isabel, her friend, who's dating her other friend, Ethan, answers it one day, and pretty much told Cassie and Amber to go fuck themselves, and it was some guy looking for Amanda something. Weird, right? And also, the same night that Isabel answered the phone, we get, I think it was in her bedroom. The window was open. It's like, I don't remember opening that. So she shuts it and she locks it, makes sure everything else is locked and everything. She's like, weird. Also, the night before, she was very tired, passed out, and she thought she had a fight with Knox. And she thought that it was him in bed with her. Like, but he kept trying to do stuff with her. And she's like, no, Knox, leave me alone. Like, I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to do that. And then it just kind of cuts the next day. And I'm just like, that? Because then we cut to the next day. And she's like, I don't appreciate you coming over. And if you're not going to apologize, we're not having sex type of shit. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was not over there last night. And she's like, where are you? Okay. It just kind of like moves on. And I'm like, no. Pause. Rewind. Who the fuck was in your house? Because if it's not Jacob, or if it's not one of the boys, and it's not Jacob, because none of the boys admitted to being at her house that night. And she's kind of like, oh, well, it must have been one of the others. Like, hold the fuck up. I'm like, because if it's not them, it was probably Jacob, or, you know, you do have a crazy fucking stalker still alive who's trying to get to you. So, yeah. So I'm like, I'm trying to piece the holes together going, and she's just like going through, they're at the Halloween party now, and I'm just like, hold the fuck up, girl. Like, you got unknown number calling you. You got your window open in your bedroom. Just, you didn't open it. Now why would the boy just sneak through your window? And then there's some random guy in your bed that we don't even know who the fuck it was. It's like, hold the fuck up. So I think I'm like, we don't want to listen. 73% of the way through. So I'm hoping to finish that tonight. And then I also have the 4th book, Free Me. And I'm just like, I need answers because what the fuck is going on? I need to know. I need to know what happens. So yeah, that's where I'm at. But I will update you guys when I'm done. So, just finished Love Me. I think out of all 3 of them, all 4 so far, that one's the most heart-wrenching, I guess. Some shit goes down, and poor fucking girl. She really does not have, good luck. Like, at all. Like, whatsoever. She has very horrible luck, if we're gonna put it. They all leave on cliffhangers. Just fair warning. That one kind of left me in the feelers, I guess. Like, I don't, like, what's going on? I will be going straight into the other one. I have some things to do. I do have some things to film later. It's only like 8 o'clock. I don't feel like doing it right now. But, we are working on a project. So I do like the concept of a genre blanket, although I just kind of fail on that aspect. Here's that one. Right? Yes, maybe. Maybe so. I don't remember. Yeah, that's the only purple one I've done. But years ago, I wanted to do, it's called the Beekeeper's Quilt by Tiny Knit Owls, and I love her designs. Like, they're so cute, they're so whimsical, woodlandy, like, adorable. But she has this beautiful blanket, and it's just adorable, and I love it. Well, for my Knit Crate beginners, they did a newbies series. My grandma actually used to buy me the Knit Crates back when they were a thing. And this was actually one of our things, because the way that you make, like, you start them, is how you make socks. So it's a great little newbie thing to do, and they're tiny. It teaches you how to work in the round with DPNs and just kind of like hone in your skills on a couple things and knitting in the round with it. But these are all ones that I've previously made years ago. Like, they're just like little, and they're just tiny and cute, and you could either leave them flat like this, or you could stuff them like these ones. But these are ones that I have made years ago. I don't even remember which one my first one was. I actually think this was my first one I've ever made. I used to make them with worsted weight yarn. So I have had different ones. They were cat toys at one point. I'm not sure where they went though. But they're like just like little tiny hexagons. And they're just kind of like little adorable little like just little ones. But those ones are previous ones I made. I don't have a lot of them, so I want to finish this project at some point. Like, I want to make a blanket or at least like a rug
with them. Just something. So what I'm doing is I don't have it with me, but I have a ton of sock weight yarn for this. I have a whole bucket out in the living room. And just like, I actually bought this color because I needed a yellow and I didn't have a yellow. Like, this was the closest thing, and I'm like, that doesn't fit for what I want it for. But I'm doing little puffs that match my books. So like, this one is Ruthless Creatures, this one is Carnal Urges, because it matches the sprayed edges of them. I definitely needed to relearn how to do these because it's been a hot ass minute. But this one looks so much better. Excuse me. Third time is the charm. I am gonna need to go grab some more puffs. And you can stuff these with whatever. I'm just using my cotton because I have bags and bags and bags of this for making stuffies for my children. But we are going to have to get some more for that. But they're just small and cute, and they're little tiny projects that I can do in between bigger projects. And I hoping I can do more of these because they're smaller. Because I was going to do the Halloween one, but the amount of books that I read last year, it's going to be gigantic. And I just really don't want to do a whole huge blanket for that. So I'm hoping to just make these and connect them at the end of the year and go along with that. But we need to go into, I don't even remember what the last book is called, but we need to start that. And I'm going to go probably in my office and start getting things ready for that project. And I will see you guys when I finish my book. Hello. So I finished, what was it, Free Me? Now I gotta go look. I think it was Free Me. Yeah, Free Me is the one that I finished today. This one's book 4. It wasn't bad. It's definitely a finished book. It's definitely a wrap up. Like, it's the end of the series. It could have been a little bit better. I didn't hate it. I don't know if I really loved it either. I've been just binging these. Like, I have been like absolutely in love with this world. Mr. X got what he was like, piece of shit. Psychopath. So I've already told you guys what this one is about. So book 4 is literally just wrapping everything up that has happened in the last 3 books, and we're wrapping things up that started prior to the book. And it was not bad. It could have been a lot. It wasn't as climatic as I was hoping for. There wasn't as much fight. Which in this one, we find out more of what happened that night. And we go into more detail about what happened that night. But when it actually comes to the end, and I am going to spoil this right now. So if you are hoping to read this and you want to be spoiled, go somewhere else for a minute. But, so Mr. X does end up finding her, and you remember what I was saying, like, something's a little fishy, what's going on?
So, the end of Love Me and the beginning of Free Me is they go to Ethan's birthday party. They find Isabel pretty much slashed up in the bathroom, and Colt is missing. Well, she gets a phone call from a fucking douchey sheriff going, well, I have Colt and blah, blah, blah. So we find out later in the book that Mr. Sheriff, his daughter Cassie, the one that was doing shit to Shiloh, Mr. X took her. Yeah. He straight up took her. So he's trying to get Cassie back by giving Mr. X Shiloh. And I'm like, you're such a fucking douchebag, Sheriff. Like, ew. You are fucking disgusting. You're literally going to give a fucking murderer who is obsessed with this girl just to get your daughter back? It's your fault Mr. X is there in the first place. It's your fault your daughter is missing. Like, hello? But yeah, Dirty Sheriff dies. So, there's that. And we end up figuring out where Cassie's missing friends went from. The Halloween party, they're with Mr. X, and we find out where exactly they are towards the end of the book. Sickening. But the way that Mr. X's mind works is very sickening because he literally used both of them as to recreate the night that Shiloh got away. And he used them as props for her parents. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah. So they run away to the safe house and they just kind of all... the sheriff finds her, unfortunately. Like, he used the media to track her down and put her face on so somebody would call in with a tip so he could find them, so he could trade them. 90% sure Cassie was already dead at that point, so it wouldn't have done him any good to even do the trade after that, but who knows? But he's a piece of shit sheriff, so... and then we just kind of, like, go through, and then the recreation of... It wasn't as climatic as I wanted. I wanted it to be more action-y and more fighty, and really didn't get that. It was... kind of fell a little flat for me. It was... she got her revenge that she needed. He's dead. He's gone. Perfect. But yes, she's stronger because she's been working out. She's literally carrying a shotgun around with her in the house. And it just kind of... I don't know who kills him? Knox. But Knox is the one that ends up killing him. And it was just kind of like, I know the boys are there to protect her. Like, they love her and everything, but I'm just kind of hoping that she would have gotten her revenge and she would have, like, sliced him from tip to tip. And that's kind of what I was hoping for. She didn't. But he's dead, so it doesn't matter. Overall, the whole entire series is a 4.5 star. Not quite a 5 star. Could be, but it wasn't. But I did love the series in a whole. Each book is... I don't know if I can really rate each book separately, even though I've been giving them all 4 stars. Just because I have been absolutely loving them. So it's not like I don't hate them. Last book could have been just a tad bit better, honestly. But as a whole, it's definitely a 4.5 star combined. My boys, my favorite, Knox, dark, broody, perfect, right? Second one is probably gonna be Creed. He is a moody little bastard, but he's also a protective little bastard. He's a little bit too emotional sometimes, but that's just what makes Creed Creed. And then Colt. Colt is a twin to Creed, but he has the opposite. But he's still lovable. He's a lovable teddy bear. And then we have Keelan, who is just a little bit high strung. But he's Keelan. And he's also kind of a high strung teddy bear. But Knox is definitely my favorite. But that is going to wrap up the end of this vlog. We've read a lot. I don't even remember. We've read 2 full series. And then The Darkest Part of the Forest. We've read 9 books in this vlog period. So, might be a little time to move on. But thank you guys for watching me in my binge era. I will see you guys in my next video. I don't know when that's gonna be. I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now. I'm just kind of on a mood read journey, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.